Long before the roaring stadiums and golden trophies, there was a small island and an even smaller boy. Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro was born in Funchal, Madeira, into a life of poverty. His home had a tin roof, he shared a single room with his 3 siblings, and his most prized possession was a football. For many, these streets were a trap. For Cristiano, they were his first training ground. Every skip of the ball on the uneven pavement was a promise he made to himself, a promise of a different life, a promise to lift his family out of hardship. His father, a kit man at a local club, saw the fire in his son's eyes, a hunger that football alone could feed. At age 12, a scout from Sporting Lisbon, one of Portugal's biggest clubs, came to watch his youth team play. The scout announced that whoever scored the most goals would win a place at their prestigious academy. Cristiano and his best friend, Albert Fantrao, were tied. Then a breakaway. Albert was one-on-one with the keeper. He could have easily scored and secured his own future, but instead he saw Cristiano running beside him. In a moment that would change history, Albert passed the ball. Cristiano scored. After the game, Cristiano asked him, "Why?" Albert simply replied, "Because you are better than me." That single act of friendship and sacrifice wasn't just a pass. It was the key that unlocked the door to Cristiano's destiny. In Lisbon, away from his family for the first time, Cristiano's talent was undeniable. He was faster, stronger, and more determined than anyone. But then, during a routine medical exam at age 15, doctors discovered a terrifying secret. His heart was beating far too fast, even at rest. The diagnosis was tachycardia, a racing heart condition. The club and his mother were given a devastating ultimatum. Continuing to play high-intensity football could be fatal. The dream that had been his entire world, the promise he made on those dusty streets, was on the verge of turning into a nightmare. The boy who could outrun everyone was suddenly stopped in his tracks by his own heart. The choice was cruel: give up football forever or undergo a high-risk heart surgery. For his mother, Dolores, the thought of losing her son was unbearable, but the thought of her son losing his soul, his dream, was just as painful. Putting her faith in the doctors and her son's incredible spirit, she gave her consent. Cristiano was wheeled into an operating room, a teenager facing a procedure that would either save his dream or end it for good. Using a laser, surgeons cauterized the area of his heart, causing the problem. The hours of waiting were agonizing for his family. This wasn't a game. There were no second chances. It was a gamble for his life and his future. Miraculously, the surgery was a success. Days later, he was back in training. The boy who faced death now played with a new kind of ferocity, a new appreciation for every single moment on the pitch. His talent was so explosive that at 18, he was signed by the legendary Sir Alex Ferguson for Manchester United. In England, he was a skinny kid with flashy tricks, often criticized for his style, but Ferguson saw more. He became a father figure, molding Cristiano's raw talent into relentless efficiency. It was in the cold, unforgiving rain of Manchester that the boy was forged into a man, a champion. He learned that talent was nothing without discipline, and a dream was nothing without the work to back it up. If Manchester United made him a star, Real Madrid made him a king. His world record transfer fee was immense, but his ambition was even bigger. At the Santiago Bernabeu, Cristiano Ronaldo transformed himself from a brilliant winger into the most complete goal-scoring machine the world had ever seen. He defied physics with his jumps, broke the sound barrier with his shots, and shattered records that had stood for decades. The rivalry with Lionel Messi pushed him to an almost superhuman level. He wasn't just playing football anymore. He was waging a relentless war against his own limits, winning Ballon d'Or trophies and Champions League titles, and etching his name into history with every goal. But the world only saw the goals and the glory. They didn't see the price. They didn't see the 3 a.m. ice baths to recover his muscles. They didn't see the personal chefs, the strict sugar-free diet, or the thousands of extra hours spent in the gym when everyone else had gone home. While others celebrated victories, he was already preparing for the next war. This obsessive dedication wasn't just about winning. It was born from the memory of that scared 15-year-old boy. He trains like he could lose it all tomorrow because he almost did. The secret to his success was never a secret at all. It was simply a promise to never, ever be outworked. Today, the name Cristiano Ronaldo means more than just football. It means a defiance of circumstance. It represents the idea that where you come from does not have to decide where you are going. The boy with the racing heart from a poor island became a father, a philanthropist, and an inspiration to millions. He never forgot the sacrifice of his friend Albert, nor the terror of that hospital room. He built his legacy not just on the goals he scored, but on the odds he defeated. The greatest lesson from his story isn't how to be a great footballer, but how to face the moment when the world tells you to quit and find the strength within to keep going.